I was just told that in the 60s, there was only, in the whole of Amboland, there was only one man who was fat, but he was based in Windu. He only used to come for holiday. And normally all the people, they have slender bodies. So, because by then there were no this elaborated type of food. People only ate this traditional food of whereby, which have kept many diseases away, like heart attacks, diabetes, and stroke, and many other diseases. So through our traditions, more especially the food we have, and this is my encouragement to the younger people and others for us, to start getting back to our local food, because they are not chemicalized, nor do they have a lot of preservative in them, but more natural, which of course can enhance the healthy of our bodies and our minds too. That's basically it, my brother. This is Oshana Region. We pass by Ondangwa, Onathinge, Onaena, Okankolo. Now we are going to Okankolo. Okankolo after so New Light, and on New Light and Sultana. Well, just to go to a farm, but my small goat farming. Yeah, just to take some food for my workers. That's it, and then back. Today I'm in area, I normally stay there just to enjoy the natural beauty. The serenity and also the sounds of birds. Yeah.
What makes you remarry a governor, man? I'm surprised, huh? We know each other so long. I say one day I wake up and say, Mungweta is a governor. I say, aye.
Well, I first have to thank God for this task. It was not necessarily that I'm one of the best among the people in this country. The leaders knows why they've selected me to lead the Oshana region. It's so diversity of people and the variety of people within the area itself. What makes me so special and that I would not be able to tell. It's them. They knew, of course, to be a leader, people look at characters, more especially your interaction with the communities and people, whereby you don't devalue any person, you value all of them, irrespective of their status, classes. You embrace them and you include them in all aspects of social development. That's probably, and also it is from my own upbringing, whereby I respect everyone, and I don't necessarily look at myself 100%, but I only look at myself 30%. The rest, I bestow it on the people, not me myself. That's I could probably say. That's what makes me so special. You ought to have a foundation. Your upbringing matters. Matters if you are well brought up. It will lead you to personal prosperity in terms of whatever you want to achieve. By looking after people and the issues of the root, it means that whatever you want to be, you need first to be anchored onto the ground, to be taught all the basic things of life, of whereby you ought to be able to differentiate of what is important and what is not important, and also mostly concentrate on what is the most important. Now a tree has so many variety of roots. Now those roots, they all have different functions within to ensure that that tree blossoms. And when it blossoms, definitely it either gives shade, it gives fruits, or it gives others. And all at the same time, it can harbor even snakes and birds together on that particular tree. So equally in our life, we're also expected to be able to be inclusive, not looking at others or disregarding others, but you regard them as humanly people.
Oui.
Yes. All the Namibian people, irrespective of their different tribes, they have their own ways of doing things, which is, of course, for me, it's more paramount, very important, not to preserve our traditions and culture, for our own survival, because we've been surviving from it. Now, with the Shivambo, just like any other group in this country, that's a way of expressing themselves and create their own happiness. That's basically it. And we all know music is a means to soothing your own internal soul and also external soul. But like if you are bored at the place, with music, we say music propels your body to be able to move and so on. So that's basically the aims of traditional cultural music they have, and so on. And also the tradition, either cultivating the mango field or pounding mangoes, especially for the ladies. That was their gym. And that's a lady, that's a lady. And a lady, Shivambo lady who's pounding mangoes, and a Shivambo lady who doesn't pound mangoes. You see the differences in terms of their body's appearance. The one who does not pound mango is what you call love hangers. You understand? But those who pound mango, their body postures are intact, very strong, and they don't quickly get old. Not do they get, with big bodies, but they have, a well-manageable bodies, which is of course healthy for today's. Yes, in the evening they sit around the fire and discuss, about the past, and also educating the young ones of the past cultures, and also, it serves as a ground for storytelling and other aspects. So in fact, if you have not gone through Rupare discussions, you might not be able to understand life. The Rupare was in fact a center for educating young people how to tame animals, how to deal with animals, how to treat sick animals, how to treat the others, how to respect one another, and how to be taught to be able to speak properly in a proper, suited language, and many other aspects. So in fact, it's a library on its own. It's a verbal, Rupale is a verbal library where you are being educated and to be molded, to be shaped, for future responsibility. Girls are being taught how to behave, how to go and take care of their husbands, and also equally, husbands also, boys to be taught how, when they got grown up, what first thing they need to do and so on. Let me remind you, in a time of convenience, you are not producing hard leaders.
Right?
You can only produce hard leaders during difficult times.
Right?
And that's a time, tough leaders emerge. The times of convenience, of course, definitely does not create challenges. It's a time, where enlightenment is much more lesser. And people don't think because, convenience is within their own reach. Like nowadays, you have access to water anytime. You can talk to a person in the window. The moment you think of talking to him, those days, it was not the case. You have to write a letter to reach window. After a few months and so on, you get your response after. So, through those things, can make you harder and be more patient. Now, convenience doesn't make you patient. You'll never be patient, Because of convenience, you just want it instantly if you want. It's like getting to an ATM. You put in, you want your money at the same time.
Like you forgot your PIN code today.
Yeah, definitely. That's convenience, We are talking of a unitary state and trying to forge one nation. And let me be assured to you. In 100 years' time, many of our languages might fade away. And we might create what we call a Namibian language, a Panakalo.
Umbuiti.
Yes, Umbuiti. Even the Buiti, the way they speak, it's quite different from how we express ourselves in Oshibambo here. Just the same applies to any other Namibian tribe. You go to Jumet, the language they speak is a mixture. It's a mixture of all other languages. And as time goes, evolves, they will be able to speak, one masterly language. And, it's gonna go and get its name one day. So what you are saying is, there are certain things which is inevitable and we cannot change them. And want it or not, it will. As long as we live in this harmony, peace we have created, definitely, as years goes, in 200 years' time, they will be speaking a completely different language. And if they to see a video in 200 years or 300 years' time, the way I speak of Shivambo now,
Oi.
and they will not be wondering, what is this?
Oi.
What is being expressed here? Rimpa. I think I report again now.
So you can hear from the sound.
Yeah, where it is. So it's here. If you are to find today a pure Ovambo tribe, a pure, somebody say, it's an Ndonga, a pure Ndonga tribe, there is no more. We are an infusion, and majority of our DNA is of San origin. San origin. Most of the Shivambo, look at their features. Look at that lot of complexions. Many of them, even the one who's speaking, my grandmothers, they were San. Yes. So through these intermarriages and so on, has led to a new species, of Brahmans. No longer, the others. You see them. So, my brother, it's on this basis. There's no way, with culture we cannot. But what we can do, we can build. So we are at Onyulaya now. Onyulaya. Onyulaya means, it's a settlement. It used to be inhabited by the San communities. Now, if you go there and you look at how intermarriage has completely, transformed these communities to a different species, just like crossbreeding of animals. This is a Sanena Alpine breed goat. It's still very small, and once it grows, it can give you a very nice product. It's a bull in fact. So I have all the type of bulls, Bure goats, Karahari, and what you call Kaoko goats. Being a teacher, being a former teacher, and also being groomed in the youth structures, Nanso Swapo Party, and other voluntary organizations. It has molded me to be able to interact with any type of person, type of people with different characters. I'll be able to manage it and swim through. It's really not necessarily a problem. And the good thing people need to know, and many people undermine it, the power of to speak more languages. I'm telling you, that's an asset. And you'll be able to sail through. But the moment you only speak Oshivambo or English, you're still limited.
That's powerful, bro.
Yes, but you know, if you speak Afrikaans, you speak Oshierero, you speak Okwangari, you understand Tswanas, you understand other, you know, Chimbudus, and in all other languages. You know, I mean, that's a getaway to many things, and there will be no any hardness. The moment you have that power, and languages is a power. And I've been now look in Namibia immediately after independence. Many Namibians consider if your kid speaks English, he or she is the most intelligent person. Now look at this, the time when kids were named Junior who. If you look at the juniors today, some of them are close to the 30s, 29.
Oi.
And when you look at them today, they only speak English or Afrikaans, the rest, nothing.
Oi.
And when you know, and they cannot interact with the other group of Namibians. And this is what I'm saying. Parents need sometimes to take their kids, their grandmothers, in the villages. They learn the tradition, the culture, the way of thinking also, and also empower their, you know, their indigenous language in terms of speaking. Look at, you know, how many of us can speak a language just when you speak, you only provide proverbs or idiomatic, which is powerful. And that's what makes you intelligent. Look at other nations like the Chinese. Most of their speaking or their writings, there's no way they are writing a sentence or a paragraph. And you know, it contains proverbs or idiomatic, which tells you that, you know, they are back, they respect their traditions backwards.
Only iron sharpens iron.
Exactly, when the iron sharpens iron, definitely. And that's what you need to do. It should be a wake-up call to parents, those who are speaking with their kids English, to start teaching their kids their vernacular, and also encourage their kids when they play around with the others, you know, to pick up languages. And believe me, when, for example, Katutura only has Ovambo location, Herero, Damara, and Nama location, Remiende. And if you meet those communities, they were so bonded together. Unlike today, when, you know, Windhoek expanded and have new locations, you find it's so funny. You find a person born in Windhoek, he or she can only speak Oshierero in English. Not even Afrikaans, he can, you know, they can speak, or any other language, which is not good. Go to Grootfontein, or Shuarongo, or Chumel. You there, you don't gossip anyone. Even our own Caucasians, the whites, you don't, you know, gossip them. They will tell you, so it's very important. You know, a nation can only flourish once we respect one another and we adopt, you know, the cultures of others. And it's because there's no superior culture and the best cultures. And if you want to tell me that, you know, this culture is the best, you are lying. All cultures has value. And the moment if you combine them, we'll be a very powerful nation. Despite our, you know, population size, we'll be a powerful nation because we all understand each other and we might be thinking the same. And reconcile in terms of our thinking, you know, in applying our cultures and traditions.
Oi.
It's needed. So it's very important that, you know, culture needs to be respected, culture needs to be embraced. It's not wrong, it's not a shame to practice culture or probably innovate on our culture and bring up a new standard culture for all of us as Namibians.
Oi.
And that's what we need to move on with it.
Oi.
Yeah.